problem. Plus, the clock is ticking for state lawmakers to finalize next year's budget with just 2 days left to get it done. Tensions are high, but could a last-minute compromise be on the horizon? And the Meals on Wheels program in the Copper Country is looking for more funding in a millage proposal coming this August. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Forecast, we are expecting a few showers and storms for the rest of the evening, and headed into tonight may have a little bit of some patchy fog down to Iron Mountain. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 50s, still with a little bit of those lingering rain showers. And wanted to show you this future smoke outlook if you're looking to plan anything for this evening. Future smoke is looking good, not seeing anything in the way of the air quality index. And for tonight, cloudy skies, a few rain showers, and temperatures into the lower 50s. I'll have more details on your weekend as we head into July in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you. A Michigan man faces serious charges after an internet crimes investigation. Brett Edward Mayer, 35, was arrested for allegedly accessing illicit content online. Police seized digital evidence from his home, leading to 16 charges, including possession of child sexually abusive material and using a computer to commit a crime. Mayer was also additionally served with habitual offender second offense notice, which may increase his penalties if convicted. Mayer's bond is set at $50,000 with a court date on July 7th. Authorities urge families to discuss internet safety and use available resources to stay protected. Days after the U.S. strike on Iran's nuclear facility, senators have finally been briefed by the administration on the strike. Members on both sides are in agreement a nuclear Iran is dangerous for the world, but some of them believe even after this strike, the problem with Iran is still not over. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us live. Rachel, good evening to you. What do you know following this meeting?
Well, good evening, Kevin. So a couple things stick out following this classified briefing. One is just the timing of it. We know that many Democrats here on Capitol Hill, they are upset that they're just now getting briefed on these strikes, and they also weren't given that customary congressional heads up ahead of those strikes taking place. Two, some of them are even kind of questioning the president's claims that it obliterated Iran's nuclear program. And then three, intelligence leaks. There are reports from the that claim that intelligence preliminary report states that this strike actually did not obliterate, but rather set back by just a few months Iran's nuclear program. So that's something that members are also looking to into those leaks. Now, members on both sides of the aisle, though, they are all in agreement that Iran should not have nuclear weapons, but Democrats are worried that the administration might be cherry picking which information they're sharing with members. And the president has claimed that the U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear sites obliterated their nuclear program. However, reports from intelligence leaks say otherwise. Senator Chuck Schumer didn't sound convinced. His questions about the president's claims about the Iran's obliteration of their nuclear program were answered following that classified hearing. We also heard that Senator Dave McCormick, who sits on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, he says that from what he saw from the briefing was that the president ordered a surgical strike on those nuclear sites after Iran refused to work through peaceful negotiations.
That operation appears to have been extremely successful. We'll know more in the coming days and weeks as the intelligence assessments come out, but a huge setback on the nuclear program. And then the president said very clearly he's not seeking regime change. Now it's an opportunity for the Iranians to come back to the negotiating table.
What was clear is that there was no coherent strategy, no end game, no plan, no specific, no detailed plan on how Iran does not attain a nuclear weapon.
Now, some senators believe that these strikes could potentially open up to a more peaceful resolution in the Middle East. Now, as for those intelligence leaks, the White House says that they are looking for the leaker and that whoever is leaking that information, they should be held accountable. Kevin, back to you.
Rachel, thank you very much as always. State lawmakers are rapidly approaching their deadline for passing the next fiscal year budget. The deadline is July 1st, but the chambers are locked in debate with only 2 scheduled days to come into an agreement. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has the latest on budget negotiations.
Both Michigan's House and Senate have been locked in debate over the education budget for the 2025-26 fiscal year. For districts, their new budget year starts July 1, but lawmakers are still meeting in Lansing, working on negotiating the final numbers.
Maybe we will have a very positive story to tell the people of Michigan and our school districts, our teachers, and our kids when we potentially have a deal by July 1 on schools and maybe even roads.
Typically, both chambers pass their own plans in May and spend June negotiating a consensus. This year, the House plan wasn't passed until mid-June and is a drastic change from a typical K-12 budget. House Republicans are proposing removing many of the categoricals in funding for schools, just giving a larger per pupil allowance and letting districts choose what they want to do with it.
We're trying to empower these districts and give them 20% more.
Democrats and the Department of Education have voiced the importance of keeping those categories, putting lawmakers in a stalemate as their deadlines approach. Even if an agreement is made, lawmakers are running out of the time they need to hold a joint conference to pass a budget before the end of the week.
What's left? Everything else. And then you can say, okay, this is the amount of money that we have to spend on everything that's not roads and education. And if that's cuts, well, then we know they're cuts.
All current conversations are about the education plan. It's unclear when House lawmakers plan to address the larger general state budget, but they have a September 30th deadline. Both chambers are still scheduled to take a break from regular sessions in the month of July. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Lawmakers are still in session but are currently taking a break until 8 p.m. For 30 years, daily meals have been supplied to seniors around the Copper Country through Copper Shore's Meals on Wheels program. On average, over 300 seniors are served each day. This has led to the program reaching capacity, leaving many residents in rural areas to wait months for a spot in its daily routes. In August, a proposed millage fund will be voted on for more funding from Houghton County, hoping to expand the program's possible lengths and eliminate that long-waiting list.
There are many that are rural. We don't have a lot of public transportation. We don't have grocery stores everywhere. So as people are aging and trying to live independently at home, then they look for this service. You can't keep serving endlessly without the proper funding to support that.
Currently, Houghton County is one of 5 counties in Michigan that does not have a millage to support its elder nutrition services. Your first warning weather forecast with Kelly Rowland is after the break. She'll let us know if we'll get back to those summer temperatures anytime soon. And later in sports, Mike Ludlam gives us the highlights from Marquette's Trails Fest this past weekend. We'll be right back after this.
From now through June at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox LT all-wheel drive for $449 a month for 36 months with zero due-it signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
Just want to have some fun.
Beyond the Gates. It's a CBS super soapy summer.
There's this fascinating little thing called sex. You are playing with fire.
I swear to God, if you try me, you're gonna rot in hell for this, Dana.
Enjoy the burn.
Beyond the Gates. New CBS weekdays.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to
spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
From now through June at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT 2FL Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for $398 a month for 36 months with zero due-it signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
The Shunk's Big Summer Recliner Sale. You know, we have the largest selection of recliners in Michigan and Wisconsin. There's literally hundreds of recliners to choose from, and at the lowest price, and they start at just $279. There's big recliners for the big men, up to 500 pounds, and there's little recliners for the ladies and everything in between. There's power and power lift recliners in all different sizes, and leather recliners big and small and everything in between. Shop Junk Furniture of Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. I've shown you a few videos over the past few days into various places on the East Coast because there has been a real heat wave for a lot. We are staying clear of a lot of it, but I want to take you into Southern Pines, North Carolina. A lot of these kids are taking advantage of the fire department did this on purpose. They opened up the fire hydrant to let the water come out. It's safe water, of course, and into North Carolina as well as up to Boston and into Virginia. It's been very hot, so definitely these kids were appreciative of cooling off a little bit after school, not just a few days ago. On your Blades Bait and Tackle fishing outlook, still looking to get out and enjoy fishing. Tomorrow's another 4 out of 4 star day. 2:30 and 4:30 are your best times with a waxing crescent at 6% illumination for us for that moon with north winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We might have a few rain showers to dodge, but overall it's still a 4 out of 4 star day for fishing. And for boating, not too bad too. Again, maybe a few storms for tomorrow with those northwest winds at about 5 to 10 knots. Not going to be seeing a small craft advisory may pop up, but other than that, we're looking good with a lake temperature at 55 degrees. Waves pretty low for us at 1 to 2 feet and UV index of moderate. But even if it's low, moderate, or high, you still need that SPF. And first warning weather futurecast, yeah, we may still have a few of these showers and storms scooting on by the area. We may have a few isolated rumbles of thunder, and especially those heavy rain accumulations have some localized flooding to the southern Upper Peninsula, so we'll keep an eye out for that as the rain showers move on out of here. We finally head into the weekend. Things are looking good rain-wise. We will still see those cloudy skies for your Saturday before clearing out even more on your Sunday. Future rain outlook, we've been seeing a lot of the rain accumulation down to Iron Mountain and Iron River, down to Menominee and Escanaba. And it's a little bit scattered here, anywhere from about a half of an inch, maybe an inch and a half from now until Friday. And then even when we tack on Saturday, nothing has changed. So that tells us we are looking good for Saturday. So for your weekend as a whole, a few scattered showers for Friday, partly cloudy on your Saturday, temperatures into the mid 70s. That's pretty seasonal for us. And a few scattered storms on Sunday. We'll still get a little bit of sunshine, but maybe a few rumbles of thunder through the afternoon with some warmer temperatures near 80 degrees. And we look beyond that as we start to head into July. Your 6 to 10 day temperature outlook still shows us near average. So the heat wave that has been happening into the east coast of the United States, we're going to stay clear of that and pretty much keep status quo over the next 6 to 10 days. For tomorrow, those high temperatures, we may have a little bit of some fog down to Iron Mountain, Iron River too, cloudy skies, little bit of everything across the Upper Peninsula with temperatures into the mid 60s. So a little bit below average. That's kind of the last day of that. We head into the weekend. We're back up to some more seasonal to above average conditions with a few rain showers and storms and a few leftover drops to start off the week ahead with lots of sunshine in store through midweek.
Kelly, thanks very much. And coming up next on Insights, we're talking with Visit Keweenaw following a successful Bridge Fest and Johannes Festival. They're now shifting their focus to their 4th of July celebrations with some changes this year. That conversation's in 2 minutes.
Optimize your home with Maytag and Whirlpool appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Maytag and Whirlpool offer best-in-class warranties on durable, state-of-the-art appliances, perfect for your laundry room or kitchen. Available in stock or online, plus free delivery and 0% financing.
Ready?
Yeah.
You ready? And 1, 2, 3. Hey!
I can see clearly now.
Look at this outfit. Amazing. Give me some love, baby.
We got a toy. Look at this.
Oh, no! Time for another quick meal you can make any night of the week.
We've got tips to save on clothes, tech,
and more.
How I got here is nothing short of like a miracle.
talent.
Talent?
It's a bright, bright, bright way to start your day. See you
on CBS Mornings.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For better service, 6 experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
She's inquisitive
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
and firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Fresh off of Bridge Fest and the Johannes Festival, the Keweenaw is getting a little bit of a break before 4th of July celebrations. And joining us tonight from Visit Keweenaw is event coordinator Jesse Wiederhold. Jesse, always good to see you.
You too, Kevin. That's right. Lots of events in the Keweenaw, right? Just had our Bridge Fest in Johannes, as you said, but it doesn't end there. 4th of July is a really popular place for us. Popular time of year. You've got celebrations all over the Keweenaw. You'll note places like Amique, South Range, Lake Linden, Gay, Tapiola are all having their own celebrations, but we've got a couple special ones too.
Yeah, and you got the background to go along with it tonight, Jesse. You're getting into the 4th of July spirit for sure. Tell us what's in store.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, something new that folks might enjoy. Photo I'm using today is a really meaningful one, right? So this is the Copper Harbor Fireworks Show. New this year, we're swapping fireworks for drones. So this is going to be the first time in the Keweenaw that there is a big drone show planned for the 4th of July. We're really excited to see how that turns out. Copper Harbor is always one of the most attended shows. So now it might be a little quieter for some of the wildlife in the area, right? Have those drones coming in, put on a show. Should be great to see.
Yeah. And is there any details about the drone show itself that you can reveal to us, Jesse, you think?
Yes, absolutely. Well, definitely just wait till dusk. Just going to be the biggest thing, right? And that's going to take place over the harbor in Copper Harbor. So find your spot in town as close to the dock as you can. And this will take place right there in the harbor by, Hunter's Point.
All right, excellent. How many people do you think are going to be showing up?
Yes, well, this is the thing, right? So these celebrations are not the biggest. So that's kind of the cool part. Since there's so many going on, you're not going to get lost in the crowd. These celebrations are well attended, but you're not going to be packed like sardines in the Keweenaw. Right, spread around, like I said, all the way from Copper Harbor down to Toivola and Tapiola, since a lot of these celebrations are taking place on the 3rd and the 4th. So since there's so many, they spread out over the weekend. Since it's on a Friday this year, I think that's going to be real easy for folks to travel, take off work, and hopefully spend some good time in the outdoors.
Sure, and I'm sure you are enjoying a little bit of a break before we get to those 4th of July celebration, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely. At Visit Keweenaw, as you know, we are constantly planning our events year round. Getting excited for Pasty Fest, 4th of July. The Great Bear Chase is coming back, having a bike race in Calumet in August. Just really great to see. There's definitely starting to be something every weekend.
Excellent. I did want to touch really quickly that congratulations on the area becoming the Finno-Ugric Cultural Capital. Jesse, am I saying that correctly? I hope so.
That is correct. You got it down. That's right. After our big Johannes weekend, we were so happy to learn the news that Finno-Ugria has designated Hancock as the first American capital of culture for the Finno-Ugric people. So this includes Hungarians, Estonians, and Finnish people. Hancock is doing the most in the entire world to preserve this heritage, this culture, and we're going to see more of that, forming a committee hopefully in the next week of taking some action on this designation. It takes a whole committee to take on the task of what does that look like for us? What kinds of events are we hosting? And we suspect that Johannes next year is going to be our big inaugural event where folks will be visiting internationally to come see the new town.
Well, that will be excellent. Yeah, do you think it's going to increase the amount of events you guys are going to be having now that you have this designation?
Right. We can only expand from here. What's wonderful is Johannes was new, and now that is right. We're going to have to take that baton, carry it, and we're really going to have to get in touch with our inner Finnish. This is going to be very exciting, taking advantage of all the holidays, right, from St. Urhos with the grasshoppers to the longest day of the year. And honestly, Haken Paiva is right around the corner. February might seem far out, but it's really not.
Right around the corner indeed. Jesse, thanks so much for joining us tonight. As always, we appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, and Mike Ludlam is next with your look at sports. He has the highlights as the Detroit Tigers try to rebound from a loss against the Athletics. We'll be right back.
At Big Valley Ford in Ewan, we're more than just a dealership. We're your hometown partner in finding the perfect ride. With a huge selection of high-quality vehicles, there's something here for every lifestyle and every budget. Looking for value? We've got one of the largest selections of pre-owned Ford trucks in the UP, all in excellent condition and low miles, along with a huge selection of new Broncos and trucks all ready to roll. Experience the Big Valley difference at Big Valley Ford in Ewan.
WZMQ 19 seeks a talented and dynamic multimedia account executive who thrives in a fast-paced working environment. Passionate, motivated, goal-oriented individuals should apply. Responsibilities include identifying the needs of local businesses, developing strong relationships, selling advertising on our TV, digital, and CTV platforms. Email your resume and cover letter to advertising@WZMQ19.com today.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book?
Covenant Books is an author-friendly publisher who shares your passion and beliefs. Call us today and we'll send you a free author packet to help get you started.
Call the number right now for your free writer's guide.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. A member of the 2024 state champion Ishpeming girls basketball team has committed to continue her career at Michigan Tech. Janessa Eagle made the announcement on social media last night. Eagle averaged 21.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals per game last season for the Hematites. Eagle is a 2-time UP Dream Teamer, a 2-team first-team All-Stater by the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan, and an All-State first-team player by Michigan Sports Writers last year, a second-team player 2 years ago. Except for NMU, Michigan Tech, and Lake Superior State, sometimes it's tough for Upper Peninsula high school athletes to get recognized by other colleges. Advantage Sports is trying to change that with the Zero Star Basketball Showcase that took place last weekend at Vanderbilt Arena on NMU's campus. More than 3 dozen girls participated in Saturday's event, with probably more than 4 dozen boys competing on Friday. One coach said an event like this that has been needed, it's about getting the word out about the talent in our region.
At least 7 different coaches, all the way from, the Wisconsin border to Illinois, and all the way as far south as, mid-Michigan. So it was really good, well represented. We did a few skills and drills, and then we did some small-sided games, and then we went into a 5-on-5.
And it appears there might have been a few more coaches of men's teams than the women's teams, but that will change in years to come. There have been a couple trades this week in the Professional Women's Hockey League. One involves Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan native Abby Rock. The Montreal Victory acquired forward Rock from the New York Sirens in exchange for forward Kristen O'Neill and the 28th overall pick in this draft that came this week. The trade was the second made by New York, which took place this week at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Ottawa. Rock played 54 games for the Sirens over the past 2 seasons, recording 30 points on 12 goals and 18 assists. She has a silver medal from the 2024 Winter Olympic team, Team USA. She played at the University of Wisconsin. O'Neill is from Oakville, Ontario. She played collegiately at Cornell University. O'Neal played 53 games through 2 seasons with the Victory, recording 5 goals and 9 assists. Also on Tuesday, Alpena's Emma Gentry had her name called with the 11th overall pick in that draft. Gentry was taken by the Toronto Scepters with the 3rd pick in the 2nd round. There are 8 teams in the league. You can figure out the math from there. After trading out of the 1st round, the Scepters got that 11th pick. Gentry spent the past 5 years at St. Cloud State. In her senior year, she played 36 games, scoring a team-high 13 goals and recorded 7 assists. In her collegiate career, Gentry had 90 points in 152 games. 14 of her 59 career goals at St. Cloud State were game-winning goals. More than 900 mountain bikers and at least 225 runners participated in this year's Marquette Trails Fest on and around Marquette Mountain. The conditions Saturday morning were not the best. Rain delayed the start of several events, especially the enduro races. When that portion began, caution was needed in many sections because, you took a tumble occasionally and you hit a tree root and down you go. This particular course was tough on a number of cyclists. The rider in the red shirt with the squeaky brake survived pretty well, but the next one on the blue bike fell and, of course, lost time in the process. The 6-stage enduro expert enduro, Marquette's Moses Waite, won the men's division by 7 seconds over Whitewater, Wisconsin's Ryan Zinzo, with Gwyn's Michael Noble coming in a close 3rd. Duluth's Lily Renegold captured the women's expert enduro by just a couple seconds over Calumet's Kaya Anderson and Marquette's Erica Cousineau. Marquette's Ian Tulloch and Munising's Angela Miller won the beginning enduros. San Antonio's Hayden Christian edged Traverse City's Kian Olshov in the cross-country men's race by just over 1 second. Marquette's Sam Paternoster cruised to the victory in the women's cross-country race in a little over 2 hours and 7 minutes, winning by more than 9 minutes ahead of Marquette's Christy McBride. Major League Baseball, Tigers wrapping up their series with the Athletics this afternoon. It didn't take Detroit too long to get going as Spencer Torkelson launched his 17th home run of the year. A solo shot in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and the Tigers had a 1-0 lead. Turn to the bottom of the 3rd. Jahmai Jones in the batter's box, and he is going to put one where nobody is down the left field line. That would be good for 2 runs. The Tigers had a 3-0 lead. Gleyber Torres would follow with a 2-run homer, and the Tigers go on to win 8-0. It was the first start for Dietrich N. since 2021 in the majors, and his first big league appearance, starting the big league since 2017. And he did well, 5 innings, just allowing 1 hit, and we will be right back.
From now through June at Fox Marquette Subaru, lease a 2025 Subaru Outback Premium for $341 a month for 36 months with $3,000 due at signing. Great deals can always be found at Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
The all-new CBS Evening News. Not like anything else on TV.
Can your business survive this?
If you build back exactly the same way, expect the exact same result.
If this is the end of my American dream, I'm going to go down swinging.
June is custom month at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. Whether we are starting from scratch or creating a new piece from old or inherited jewelry, we will help you create your very own one-of-a-kind perfect design. And in June, we will waive the $395 design fee. You imagine it, we will create it. Custom month at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
Richardson Jewelers. I have active psoriatic arthritis, but with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready for this moment. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
The Shunk's Big Summer Sale on sofa sleepers. Queen size start at just $7.99.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
From now through June at Fox Marquette Subaru. Lease a 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Sport for $293 a month for 36 months with $3,000 due at signing. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
of your forecast, still likely going to run into a few showers and storms through this evening. And we have been a little bit on a roller coaster of temperatures this week, into the 90s to start us off. And we're into the below average temperatures right now. Tomorrow expected to get near 70 degrees across the Upper Peninsula, with a little bit of patchy fog and a few rain showers left over here. That's the last kind of below average day. We'll get to some more seasonal conditions for the weekend. A few leftover drops to close off June, and July 1st is on Tuesday with plenty of sunshine.
Thanks, Kelly. We'll see you all later tonight.
This was an historically successful attack.
The Pentagon shared this test video showing how 30,000-pound bunker buster bombs like this one were used to strike Iran's nuclear facilities. Inside Iran, a government spokeswoman tells us the regime is not giving up its ambitions.
From CBS News headquarters in New York, this is the CBS Evening News.
Good evening. I'm Maurice Dubois. John